I'm gonna take my time, enjoy what I find. Will you bring the light? And will you love me? Love me, love me. And will you love me like you love you? Will you touch me like the sea kisses the rising moon? Baby, bring the light. Bring the light. Baby, bring the light. I'm gonna take my time, enjoy who I find. You're the one who can care for you, the one who'll change when you need to. I'm not telling you what to do. I see the light, baby, we are alive. I'm gonna take my time, enjoy in my life. And will you love me? Come on, love me, love me, love me. And will you love me like you love you? Will you touch me like the sea kisses the rising moon? Baby, bring the light. Bring the light. Baby, bring the light. I'm gonna take my time, enjoy in my life. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to Femmifesting. I am Ruby Mountain, and it's such an honor and pleasure to be here with you on this pink Scorpio full moon. How's everyone feeling? I can feel the love, I can feel the vibes. Oh, it looks like we got Earth the Star right here, and Alyssa. Hello, beautiful angels. I'm so grateful to be here and to share some things that have been coming up for me and some magic around willing things into existence. I know there's some beautiful souls on this live right now that also have this practice, and I'm just so excited that you are here. So feel free to chime in on the chat box. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you also Femmifest, manifest things. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what is Femmifest? What is Femmifesting? What is manifesting, right? Well, for me, I started this journey of manifesting things, like really wanting to change my life, wanting to raise the vibration of the planet and find other like-minded people who are really interested in just healing Mother Earth, healing each other, and being in a beautiful community with one another. And so I started putting these intentions out into the world. And from there came Femmifesting. And for me, Femmifesting is aligning with your highest self to be open to receiving what you desire in life. So what is this highest self, right? It's, for me, my highest self is my intuition. It's that love I feel in my heart. It's when I hear the message to go left instead of going right. It's just really caring for my vessel and my body and my whole spirit. And so for me, Femmifesting, to align with my highest self, is to take a deep breath, surrender to what is good, surrender to the cosmic flow, knowing that I am protected throughout the infinities of creation, that I do not consent to any negative, polarized thoughts, beings, experiences, and just staying in that vibration of my sovereignty, knowing that I am safe. And when I can allow myself to relax into that space, that knowing, that divine birthright we all have of being at ease and at peace, that's when I can hear her. That's when I can hear my highest self. That's when I can hear the messages. I can hear the angels, the guides. And that's when I can begin to co-create this beautiful world with all of you and really put my intention down. So Femmifesting is aligning with my highest self, and there's many practices that I do to get there. And today I'll go through an example of how I Femmifested my new home in Los Angeles, which is coming up real soon. So that's Femmifesting. And Femmifested is having received what you desired and co-created with the universe, with the Divine Mother. Looks like, hello, lovely people, Mariam, Jeanette. Love you guys. But I wanted to also bring up, I just thought of having received what you desired and co-created with the universe, with the divine feminine. For me, using the word Femmifesting and Femmifested brings and honors the divine feminine. We're coming out, we have come out of this time where the masculine was amped up pretty high, and now we're coming back into the realm, and we are in the realm, sitting in the realm of intuition, of magic, of wonder, of working with plant medicine, of honoring our ancestors, of believing in the other type of knowledge that is intuitive, that we know inside the memories of our bodies and our bones that go back back to our ancestors on this planet, back, way back to our ancestors and the stars. I know there's many star seeds that are here. So hello, all you star seeds. So yeah, does anyone have any questions or want to share anything about Femmifesting on this full moon? I love that I'm here with all of you right now together in this beautiful space. Pink is also one of my favorite colors. So I don't see anything in the chat. So before I go into my example of how I Femmifested my home in Los Angeles, I wanted to share that we're all in this beautiful, protective love light bubble. No negative energies can come into as we're watching, as you're watching this and as we're being with one another. So feel free to share as much love as you want in the chat box and send that out to people who are also on this call with us. Oh, I see a question. Do you more so focus on aligning with your highest self, or do you focus on a specific vision? Ooh, such a good question. So it's both, but it starts with the alignment of my highest self, and she gives me the vision, right? Like, because for me, Femmifesting is like me practicing to get to the place to will the vision, the idea into existence. I have a lifestyle that involves energetic clearing, and by doing energetic clearing, it allows me to be able to see the vision of, ooh, I want to move to LA, right? Like, I actually heard to move to LA for my highest self. And that came to me because of being so in tune with the flow of the cosmos and what my body needs, and doing work around my sacral chakra as well. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna go back to Femmifesting. But yeah, thank you. So I think it's like a balance, right? It's or not balance, it's like infinity sign. It's like, I have this vision, but I know it came from my highest self. Or I was connected to my highest self, and then I had the vision. So it's kind of like hand in hand. I see it on a horizontal. So thanks for asking that question. Oh, what's something else I've Femmifested besides my new place? Oh wow, there's so many things. But I'm gonna stick to this and let you guys go through an example to give you just some extra details that maybe you could take with you, or maybe it'll activate you and inspire you to come up with a ritual. So for LA, like I said, I heard the call to move there. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it or where I was going to live. I hadn't even began to vision. It was just like, you're moving to LA. And so then I really started doing the work last year to find a place in LA. And by beginning that work, I always start with, once I have the vision, like a star asked, once I have the vision, I'll sit and I imagine myself in a love light bubble, or maybe like a rose shield, just anything. You can even use sage or Palo Santo, anything that feels in alignment with creating a sacred space, safe space, so that you can just surrender and feel at ease. So that's the first thing I do. And then I use singing. I sing or I speak it into existence, because our word is so powerful. The vibrations of sound are magical. Everything in this room, everything, every parts on your body, all resonate with a frequency. And I actually learned this from singing with my dad growing up, and being able to feel the frequencies of the harmonium as a little girl, seeing my dad sing and bring people to tears or joy. Just really seeing that the message with the words, but also the tones, really impact space. So I will create my safe space. That's more than safe. It's fun. It's playful. Feels really good to be in it. And then I'll start to write something down or sing. And I create a personal mantra. So I created a personal mantra around LA, and I would sing it, I would meditate in it, I could write it. And with mantras, if you're not familiar with mantras, mantras are, they're very ancient, and you can look up some Vedic ones, but this was my own personal one that I made. And a mantra is something that's repeated over and over. So I would repeat this mantra whenever it came to me. Well, at first it was me actively doing it, like making time for it, and then throughout, it was just whenever it came to me, because we want to like program our subconscious. Our subconscious is constantly saying mantras that aren't of our highest good, right? It's like mantras that maybe you're putting yourself down, telling yourself you're not smart or whatever, right? So it's like we get to take the opportunity to decide what we want programmed in our subconscious, which is going to help bring it into existence. So I came up with a mantra, and I would use this mantra and bring it into meditation. So after I used my voice, I would start to envision what it was. And this got really grand, right? It was like visioning a house in Malibu, to visioning living on a boat out there. And it was really just picking up the vibrations and being playful with like, where could I see myself in LA? How do I want to live? I want a place where I can fully be myself, be free, has central air conditioning because it gets hot out there. I got down to the detail, like easy parking, beautiful neighborhood, farmer's market close by. And I just started visioning this in multiple places in meditation. And then I just surrendered to the divine flow. I let it just let it go out there. And if it came up, if I wanted to do it more than once in meditation, which I recommend just because it's fun and playful, then I would do it because it feels nice, and we're on this planet to feel good and help one another feel good. So that's something, and so yeah, surrender to the divine flow. It's like after you do all that work, it's like just let it go. There's no need to even worry. Your guides are just taking it off into different directions for you. And I see there might be some questions. Oh, what advice do you have in separating yourself from negative polarization in the daily flow? So yes, thanks, Jeanette. So as you're Femmifesting, things are going to come in, right? Things are going to come in. And the best practice that I've found is to really just say, if I can notice it, and you'll get better at noticing things that aren't of the vibration that you're emitting, and that you're practicing emitting and practicing coming back to, because being in a high vibe, being grateful, being thankful, isn't something that maybe we can operate on a daily, depending, on what's around us. So yeah, just definitely like what's worked best for me is just saying, I do not consent to any negative polarized beings, entities, energy. I don't consent. And that's it. It's like, it's gone. And if I need a little extra, like if I can't fully feel it in my body, which nowadays with that practice, I'm so grateful, it just kind of shifts things for me, then I'll burn Palo Santo. That's a plant that I've really been working with a lot lately, is Palo Santo. And just I'll burn that, and just to clear the space, or light a candle. And thanks for asking that, Jeanette. And then after I would get out of that, then, you go along your day. Maybe if you wanted to go back to meditating or visioning, or maybe working with plants, since we're talking about Palo Santo. Another plant that I used during this to Femmifest Los Angeles was Damiana. Damiana is such a beautiful sensual herb that you can drink in tea, that you can make into an oil, and it really activates your sacral chakra, which is where Femmifest, where we manifest. It's our creational energy. It's like the seat of creativity. So I would drink Damiana tea. That's a plant that I worked with for LA because it's just so luscious and beautiful. Let me see. Roses. I really put myself in places of feeling good, like making it a habit to just feel good and then sing my mantra or think my mantra, and it's interesting because it wasn't in the beginning, in the beginning part, it was like actively making time to set in stone, like the intention. But then like after releasing it and going with the flow, it just became fun because I know it's coming. It's a way of like honoring it, like giving thanks in advance. Sometimes like thank you in advance for my new home in Los Angeles. So yeah. And then the last thing that I did was that I went to visit. I went to Los Angeles and actually started going to neighborhoods and really was just surrendering to the flow and seeing what messages came up from people or places, what resonated, what didn't, and then here you go, I'm moving to Los Angeles. It's happening, and it really is the perfect spot. Like, I cannot wait to share with you all the music I'm gonna be making there, the high vibrational entertainment that I'm gonna be making there that's going to really like transform the planet and activate people. I'm looking forward to really collaborating with new folks out in that area. So yeah, and let's see. I'm looking at my notes. One more thing is that if anyone's interested in what crystals I used, because my lifestyle is spiritual. Like, my lifestyle is high vibrational. I enjoy eating really delicious foods that are good for my body. I enjoy calming my mind, doing chakra alignment, energy work, and all of this isn't work. It's just how I live my life, right? And so one thing that I also use is crystals. So there is, for this, I use selenite, like a selenite wand to just, have in my hand if I wasn't feeling good. Jeanette, that's another thing to use if you're feeling some negativity. Just hold selenite in your hand. And I also use danbarite, which is a pink crystal, which I would meditate with, that opens your heart. So it allowed me to connect more to my heart and my intuition, to really hear what it was that I needed to do to help prepare myself for LA, to what I needed to do to allow myself to open up to receiving the goodness and life and the pleasure and the beauty that we all deserve. And that is our divine right. So that is some of the rituals that I did for Los Angeles. Is there any questions or anything? Yes, the fun and playful reminder. It's so important. We work so hard and so much, and it's to really activate and tap into your sacral chakra, which is like your creational energy, is to play, is to be open to wonder, is to sit with what feels good. Like, I know some people rarely make time for themselves, but like, when you can really taste and feel what it is that makes you happy, that makes you just feel amazing, you're able, once you can remember and like have that feeling, you'll start to do things in your life and start saying yes to things in your life that will activate that in you, and no to the things that are taking your energy or that are leading you off your organic timeline into another place, and then you're following someone and then you're not leading your own path. And that's the thing that I want to see. And I'm so grateful that I get to be around other people that are really leading their lives, that are really following and listening to their intuition. Because that's what we need to build the new earth, to build a better place, to liberate all of us from this programming that no longer serves us. Yeah. Great. Well, speaking of, I know I mentioned mantras earlier. I wanted to share with you a public mantra that I created. And this one actually goes out to Astara, Earth Astara. I know you like this one. So this one is called Sacred Flow. So just a reminder, I created my own private mantra that made me feel good and helped me activate visioning my place in Los Angeles. And then I made this one that I released publicly. So here you go. I surrender to me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I surrender to the love that is me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I surrender to me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I surrender to the love that is me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I'm gonna have to sing it one time for you guys because that feels so good. I surrender to me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I surrender to the love that is me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I surrender to me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I surrender to the love that is me. I'm in sacred flow like the river. I love that one. It's just like I wrote that. It came to me when I was at the river at an artist retreat earlier this year working on some new music. And yeah, it was really about just release, letting go, and just being in flow, like just being like water, just going along the river, just going along my life, feeling good, getting out of the way of things that like don't understand me or are trying to control me. It's like, I'm just gonna go this way, and doing it with ease, right? Yeah. And like also wrote that to remember that I am love, that you are love, and that we can like be together and vibrate and generate out love right now in this moment, even in person. So yeah, thank you for listening to that. That is Sacred Flow Mantra that will be coming out at some point everywhere, but for now you can listen to it on my Instagram if you wanted to hear that again. So yeah. Oh, Leah's here. Hey, Leah. Oh, Nirvana's here. Hello, goddess. So let's see. What's next? Chakras. I wanted to talk about chakras. So how many people, what's like, if you want to drop in the chat box, like one word that comes to mind when I say chakras. think there's a little delay. So chakras, for those of you who aren't familiar with chakras, they are these energetic, beautiful portals along your spine. And in another live, I'd love to talk about Kundalini energy, which rises from your root all the way up to your crown. I know it as a Vedic practice. I'm not sure yet what other, I think in Taoism they also practice Kundalini rising. But yes, so your chakras are these energy portals, and you can't see them, but you can feel them, you can sense them, and they're very ancient. It's a system that was written in the Vedic tradition and also in areas around Central Asia that I'm familiar with. I'm sure there's more, but those are the ones that I'm familiar with. So, yeah, so I wanted to do a little exercise today with you all. And before we go into the exercise, I just want to say, so there's your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus. And you can see I wrote, your root is for stability and security. Your sacral is creation and desire. This is a lot. I think I just saw someone who put, sacral womb healing. Yeah, this is very much, this is one that I've been working with a lot lately, and that I notice a lot of other people around me are working on. But there's a lot of healing to be done, especially now in this time where there's so much fear in your root and in your sacral, because your root is where you can feel secure and at ease. And if you're feeling really anxious or feeling scared, that's a place to do work. And there's different ways that you can do that I know you will divinely be guided to find. But yeah, so root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. And these top three really help you. They don't help you. We're like antennas. These top three really connect you to the cosmic realms, to your highest self, to your intuition. And then the middle ones connect you to, it's kind of like the bridge between these realms and the earth, to be in relationship, in communication, in connection with other people. And then your bottom ones are connected to the earth, like the earth healing, and your rootedness here on this planet. So there's more than just 7 chakras, but for the sake of today, I'm only going to be just referencing these 7. But there are up to 12, so I've learned. So yeah, so this is your chakras, and some ways to think about it is like, if you're feeling really anxious or if you're feeling really fearful, your root chakra people could say is overactive, right? So people talk about chakras being overactive or maybe depleted. And so there's exercises that you do, like you could get a raw aura session. I know there's some practitioners on here. You could do sound healing. You could do meditation. You could eat foods, change your lifestyle. All of these things help with clearing out any blockages that are stuck in your chakras and balancing you back up so that your Kundalini energy can just flow freely up and down. So this is I love this modality of thinking because it's very much like a wholesome or system of thinking, because it's wholesome, it's well-rounded, right? It's not just about taking some medicine to heal yourself. It's about finding the cause, finding the place in your body that's out of balance and working towards changing your lifestyle or your belief system. Your chakras are also connected to your beliefs. That's why mantras are so beautiful to use. And I really recommend and support you all in writing your own. And if you do, please share. I would love to hear them. But mantras are such a wonderful thing to have going on in the background. You can look up ancient ones, Vedic ancient ones, or create your own. So yeah, that's a little bit about chakras. I think the thing that really sparks and interests me so much is that there are these like wheels, portals of energy along our spine. And before I even learned about chakras, I was very aware of my body, and I could feel like, oh, I feel something heavy here, you know, and feel, or oh my, I'm feeling nauseous, like I'm scared in my stomach, you know. But this is before I was like, oh, there are actual there's ancient text and conversations around these different portals in your body. Another way that I'm just remembering that you can also get support is going to acupuncture. I could definitely feel the energy, stagnant energy stuck in my body flow in some of my acupuncture sessions. So, yeah. I see chakras make me think about energy flow and amplification. Yes. Amplification. Yes. It's like, ooh, which chakra do you want to turn up? I'm like, I want to turn up my sacral and heal. Yes, shout out to yoni steaming. Yeah, shout out to yoni steaming. I don't know where that came from, but yes, did someone talk about it? Yoni steaming is such a wonderful way to work with your root chakra as well, clearing up any stagnant energy there. Thanks for posting that. Okay. So that is a little bit about chakras, and I wanted to do an exercise for you. So in different traditions, there's tones. They talk about specific tones for different chakras. For this exercise, I want you to listen to the drone of the harmonium. I'll be going through 3 notes at a time. Oh, Yoni Ador's on. Hey, Yoni Ador. Y'all, she's a grand opening that just happened. Her shop is now open in Oakland. Go check it out. Shout out to Yoni Ador. Much love. But going back to the harmonium, so I'm going to go through 3 notes at a time. So go ahead and find like a comfortable seat or lay down. And I want you to just notice when I play these notes where and if they resonate on your body. If you don't feel any place, that's fine too. You might be seeing it, or a thought might come to mind. And if you have paper by you, or a place you can take notes, just jot a couple notes down. It'll be useful after if you want to go back and reference. If you want to go back and take a look at like, oh, why was I feeling really good in this area when she played this note? Why was this note kind of uncomfortable? That'd be fun to explore and see, what sort of chakra balance or imbalances you might have, and find out ways to move the energy. So go ahead and find a seat or lay down. And get comfortable. And surrender to your highest self, knowing that you're protected. And just listen and see what comes up for you. I'm starting with the note C. So those were the notes C, D, and E. For me, the D felt really good. I think I might have lingered on that one a little longer on the way down. So that was C, D, and E. So go ahead and write down anything that came up for you, if there's any discomfort or anything that felt extremely amazing. All right, now I'm going to move on to the next set. This is going to be 4 notes, and it's going to start with F. And those were the notes F, G, A, and B. So yeah, I just wanted to offer that. I sometimes will just stay on a note and drone for a little bit if it feels really good, and see what visions come up, or if I'm like specifically trying to work on a particular chakra, then I'll find what note resonates with it and play that. Yeah, so it's fun, even if you're not a musician, but if you have a keyboard around or anything, like just start strumming that guitar, playing those notes if you're interested in sound healing, and just start to figure out what feels good to you. I know there is this one practice, I don't remember her name, but there's this one woman who will actually like take like audio snapshots of your voice, and then she heals people by letting them know what frequencies they're missing from their voice. And then she'll have people practice singing that or speaking in that tonality. It's really interesting. I've never tried it. I don't know if it works, but I like the idea because I am very much aware that the frequencies that I play in my music impact my body and my mind and my spirit. And I can also see how they impact the people around me. And sometimes you can even see like things shake, right? Because it's like objects, because those objects actually resonate with the frequency that you're playing. So yeah. Oh, I'm seeing Yoni Adore said that G. Let me play G one more time. I want to see what G feels like now that you brought that up. I'm going to play G and F for you guys. So here's G, and then I'm going to go to F. Wow. G, I'm so happy you requested G because I actually felt my third eye. So that'll be fun to play with G to see what visions or help me connect to my intuition a little more. F was really nice too. F was interesting because I felt grounded, but then it also gave me this little edge, like I could jump off somewhere. I'm not really sure what that means yet, but that'll be fun to explore too. See if I have, any imbalance, or like what would it be like if I did jump off? Like, is there something blocking? I don't know. Just some good stuff to explore. Yay. Aw, that was amazing. Can you please create a 30-minute sequence of different notes? That would be fun. Thanks for asking. I'd love to do that. All right, so we're gonna shift now into a guided meditation. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you all. This is so amazing to be doing this with everyone here. It feels really good. So we're gonna shift into guided meditation. So go ahead and lay down and close your eyes. Give people a minute to get set. Okay. This is a soundscape that I created. And it's a gift to you all. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and surrender to your highest good. Surrender to the love within you. Surrender to Mama Earth. Let her hold you, and remember that you are protected throughout time and space here. This is your time to relax, to enjoy being you. Just melt into the and breathe in and out, connecting to your breath. Connecting to the earth and the moon, connecting to all that is beautifully you. And begin to imagine a bouquet of roses. Can you see those roses? And try to imagine a waterfall. Can you see that waterfall right now? Can you walk towards that waterfall? Can you feel it? And let your imagination run wild in this safe, beautiful space that is yours. Now begin to remember a time that you received something that brought you joy. Was it an experience? something that you ate? Is it being with loved ones? Begin to recall an experience that's going to allow you to feel it rush through your body. Where are you? What does it look like? What did you receive from the universe, from your friend, from your family, from your community? What did you allow yourself to receive? Really call that up and honor it. Honor that experience you had. Now let's pay attention to the details of this experience. Where does it feel good? Is it in your heart? Is it the waves washing against your skin? Is it the sound of birds? Conjure up all of the senses that you can to fully embody that memory, that experience that you had. Sink safely and beautifully into it. It's your experience. A gift from your highest self, a memory held within. And as you lay there or sit there, roll around, play in that feeling. Play in that feeling. Allow yourself to feel good. And when you're ready, start to imagine something that you want to call into existence. We're gonna take this vibration, this beautiful energy that you're in, and begin to imagine what you want for yourself. This is something for you and you only. Is it a new job? Is it a travel opportunity? Is it a new camera? It can be anything that you want. Start to call up that experience, that object. What is it? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What is the weather like around you? Feel the goodness that you just conjured up in this new experience that you're Femmifesting, that you're birthing, creating into your world. This is your space. This is your time. Allow yourself to dream up. Doesn't matter how big. Just let the vision come and flow. And I'm gonna let you sit in it. Walk around in it. Breathe into it. What things are coming up for you? Don't worry. If any doubt comes in, just say hello. Let it go to the side. Because right now is your time to feel good. To be in this experience that you are Femmifesting for yourself. To take the time to imagine where it's located in your body, what it looks like in your mind, what it feels like. Breathe into it and surrender. So let's go ahead and give thanks. Thanks to our angels, to our guides, to our highest self. Give thanks for the feelings that you can access at any moment in your body. Give thanks to your vision and energetic release it into the beautiful ether, knowing that it is protected, that it is yours, that you can conjure and pull up at any time and spend time with it, roll around in it, enjoy it, enjoy yourself. Now, when you're ready to leave that place, begin to imagine what you want to see for the collective. What beautiful gift do you want to see the collective receive? Is it collective liberation? Is it a deeper understanding of their ancestors? Is it healing of the planet? What do you want for your community? What do you want to bring for the world? And bring that love, sensual, pleasurable energy that we started out at the beginning, and bring it into your collective vision. Feel that beautiful rose energy, your heart energy. Feel what it's like to be in relationship with someone who truly loves and sees you, and you can see them and support them. What does it feel like to have the whole world taken care of? Just allow yourself to surrender and dream. This is your moment. This is your moment with the collective. Anything's possible. What does it feel like for there to be health, for there to be no war, for peace, for the animals to be around and roam freely? Call in the details of your vision for the collective. Breathe into it. Let it fall into the earth. Let the vibration fall into the earth, or wherever you feel when you're ready, give thanks for that vision. Give thanks for putting it out into the universe, and your guides and your angels and your highest self taking it away. All of us together right now are putting out positive, beautiful, loving energy for the collective, for ourselves, for the world. It's all here. It's right here. It's all here. It's right here. And go ahead and come back and celebrate you, all of you. Celebrate you for showing up on this pink full moon. Celebrate you for taking the time to generate this positive energy into the world. And breathe into you, into your sacred vessel. Breathe into that love vibration. I give thanks for you all showing up, for being here with me, co-creating this beautiful pink full moon with one another. Thank you so much. Go ahead and give yourself a hug. Write down anything that came up for you. Celebrate you. It's the full moon. It's a time not only for releasing, but a time to really celebrate your full, authentic self in your community. So I thank you. I love you all so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Hit me up on Instagram. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share any upcoming events that you have with me. I would love, 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 love to join and be a part of them. Oh, thank you, Eartha Star. Thank you for coming. I feel so empowered too, and I feel amazing. So thank you, and have a really good night, everyone. And stay tuned. I'll be doing another Femmifest. I'll be doing, the next one might be on Kundalini energy. If anyone's interested in collaborating on a future Femmifest, hit me up. I'd love to co-create with you. And yeah, so thank you, my loves. Have such a beautiful pink full moon. And may you receive all that you desire. And may you be divinely attractive to the things of your highest good. Much love.